Alright, so this is video tutorial number 2 for the Lansing Bluetooth speaker. So before I go further, I'm gonna grab all of this, right? And what I'm gonna do is do Control G. Is it G? Yeah, Control G. Control G will grab all of it and group it. Group, right? It's grouped. But you notice its move is handles way over here, which is not what I want, you know. Actually, I mean, it's okay, because if I try to rotate it, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's center of the 3D world. Reason why it's fine is that what I plan to do is, well, first of all, I'm going to double click, group 1, I'm going to name it ref images, okay? And then I'm going to make a copy of this group, Control D as in David, right? Double click, I'm going to name it 2, ref images 2. Wait. Yeah. Group 2, ref images 2. Yeah. This one I'll just name it. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it'll just help me to see what's what. I'm going to press E as in Edward. Then I'm going to press and hold J as in Jacob, which is also in the PDF. And snap to 90 degrees, right? And then I'm gonna grab him, and him, scoot it over a bit, right? Like that. Then I'll grab all of them. I'm gonna push back a bit because it's kind of blocking this view. Okay. Alright, so that was that. And I'm gonna go Alt, Attribute Editor, grab that one. We'll turn on Invert because it turns off when you make a copy. I don't know why. Invert, again, Attribute Editor, grab that. Invert, grab that. Invert, grab that. Invert. Alright, so, right. The reason why too is when I model it in this view, right, it's good to see it over here too. Because if I'm trying to model here and still look over here, it's very disorientating. That's why I put it here. And you just learn how to make groups. So it's a win-win situation. Anyway, next, I'm looking here and I'm just looking at the width of this, right? You know what, maybe I could make it a little bit less, like this way. Like that, just a bit. Okay, so next, this is where I'll pick up some speed. Right click and hold, go into edge mode, because I want to grab that, and I'm going to grab that, press Q, because to hide the tool for now. I'm going to make this slant, this dent. And there's a couple of ways to do it. Probably the fastest way is just to go select the edges, right? Shift, right click, bevel edge, boom. Got our poly bevel. Maybe I'll make it 0.5. Right. So now I'm comparing this to this. See this and this. So it's obviously it's not the same. This is less dent. Maybe if I make it what, 0.6. So let's take a look at here. It looks like this and this, they're almost equidistant. What, this I can't, ooh. here versus here. Okay, that gives me a bit of a clue. That. So maybe what, 0.65? I select it, go into poly bevel, I'm gonna go what, maybe 0.6. Let's leave it at 0.6. Fine. Bring that back. Okay. Maybe this one, maybe it could be less like that. Meaning that this part right here, this length, this width, I'll just scoot it back a bit more. Okay. Maybe a bit more. Do a save. I'm gonna Control Shift S. Altec Lansing Bluetooth modeling WIP. Enter. Alright, good. Next, select it, right click, edge mode. I want to select that, press Q because I don't want to see the tool gets in my way. Press W. Okay. I'm gonna go shift right click, bevel, boom. Nice. I think it could be less. This one, when I look at that compared to this, I don't know, 0.3. Okay, 0.3 is, I like that. Right. Other thing too, right click, object mode. I'm gonna into incremental save. Incremental save is Control Alt S. Right, Control Alt S. So what I like to also do is grab the perspective camera and under the channel box, focal length is set to 35. So that means that there's some lens distortion. It's noticeable if you have like a square. So I'm gonna set this to 90 focal length. What 90 does is that it takes away most of the lens distortion, and where the lines they won't have a skewing effect. Like in perspective they converge. Anyway, so 90 focal length. Select the camera for perspective. Okay, good. This looks I don't know, man. This looks more chunky. Don't mind me. Alt 5, wireframe unshaded. So I want to make sure that the skewing, there's no like crazy skewing going on. Alright. Okay, this is okay. Alright, the next thing. Alright, so I had to pause the video. I need to think something through. So basically, I want to fix up the scaling on this. I'm not going to just leave it hanging like that. And yeah, I wouldn't be doing I wouldn't be doing the student right. Looks like it's a little bit too skinny, you know. And if you try to scale it this way, well, obviously that doesn't look good. But I mean, if you scale it like this, it does something weird. See right here? It's thicker here than here. Like, I know I'm not tripping out, you know? Because it's something about having to do with the scale. So, anyway, I want to make this right. So the way we do that is, I need to select it, and shift, right click, multi-cut tool. I'm gonna go, maybe start from, I'll do it in perspective. Alright, so I had to pause the video. The recorder crashed on me. Okay, so from here, I'm just gonna click, right? Click and hold. And while I click and hold on the shift key. So first you click on it, right? It's free flowing, but if you hold on shift, that will snap at 50%. And over here, I'm gonna hold on shift, click, perfectly 50%. Press W. You have to do this anyway in modeling, so, but this will help us to scale it properly instead of getting that skewing. Excuse me. Instead of that skewing, instead of that bit of that skewing that's happening from the bottom up, where this was getting thicker, because when you scale from the bottom up, it's a little bit bottom heavy in terms of skewing, and that's the reason why I was doing that. Anyway, so back here, I'm gonna cut across. So I'm gonna do shift, right click. Where are you? Multi-cut. Right? Because yeah. Right, that was in during face mode. It's in faces, I believe. Right? If not, it's edges. Regardless, it's the multi-cut tool. I'm gonna go click here, press shift, so it locks to 50%. Let go, right? Over here, click, and now I hold shift, 50%, let go. Now I hit enter, perfectly right down the middle. Then I'm gonna click, snap. Here, I'm gonna click and hold shift, 50%, rotate, click, but don't let go. Now I'm gonna hold shift, snap, and I'm gonna click here. I'm just gonna pull and drag, let go, press W, get out of the tool. Nice. Alright, right click, object mode. Then from here, spacebar into the front view. I'm gonna press D as in David. That activates the live pivot, right? But now I'm gonna press V as in Victor. I'm gonna hold V as in Victor, turn into a circle. I'm gonna grab the up arrow handle from the tip, snap, right? Press W, get out of the tool. And then press R. Hey, why don't you let me grab it? What the hell? What just happened? Grab my... One second. Alright, I don't know what the hell happened. So, now I can select it. Just, I don't know why. So, so this guy, I have it right down the center, right? Now this one, I also want to pop it there. I'm gonna press D as in David, activate the move pivot, right? Now I'm gonna press and hold V as in Victor, turns into a circle. I'm gonna grab the tip of my up arrow and snap. Press W to get out. So why did I do all this elaborate stuff? Well, I'm gonna select this and this. Good. Press R, right, for the scale. And I don't want to scale like this. If I scale like this, it's just making it bigger, but still, long. So like I mentioned in class about the constrained scale, right, which is always very useful. This guy right here does this, right? Eventually you'll know which one to do, because okay, now you know that ain't it. And this one, see, watch me undo. See, it maintains the length, only makes it wider, but it scales it correctly. One could say, oh, why don't you just do this, right? But there's something more than that. It's hard to tell. In modeling, there's more to it. So doing this, it's an even balanced scale. Doing the constraint. Okay. Alright, so I like that way better. Yeah. Good. Alright, my conscience is clean. I'm gonna yank this up. Space bar. Pull it up. Just gonna put it like that. Alright, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna just pause it there.